Tracking 20 clicks. Sweet. All right. So, hello. Welcome to the second channel. I was going to put this on the main channel, but I don't want to be that guy. And if I link it on the main channel in the community tab, people will come here for that. By the way, wallpaper, floor paper are linked in the description. I think I'm going to do that now. I'm cycling through. I spent a bunch of money on different mouse pads because I'm bored of the same one. And it's just like, let's just fucking go nuts. She's got a cigarette and everything. Anyway, this video, I released the video of the Blonde B50s today. $120 headphone. Fucking love it. Like, literally love it. Put anime stickers on it. Fucking upstairs on my soon-to-be collabed Death on Ray Pegasus. It's like I'm just jiving with it so hard. And the video on it, I loved it in the video. And I punked the video out and I made it real clickbaity. And I don't like clickbait. Anyone who's following me on In-Ear Fetish, I can't look down at this. It distracts me. I'm looking straight forward. But anyone who follows me on In-Ear Fetish, if you're looking at how everything's formatted on that, that's where I'm happiest. I just want to make a catalog of videos on the internet. I'm a little bit anal about it. Not OCD, that's not what I am. But I just want to have, like, the name of the channel, / the name of the I am, and the thumbnails are all pretty consistent. I just want to, I don't want to play the game of clickbait. I really don't. But if you want to live on YouTube as a YouTuber, you got to buy everyone a car. And I don't want to do that. So, but I still need to get clicks and I still need to get people on a video and I still need people looking at things, especially if I care about it. So I pushed the video out today and it was like, Attention Gamers was the title. And then I just put on the thumbnail itself, which I think is way more important than the title. I had the price, $120 in green, and I put like the best clothes back. And honestly, for $120, you're not going to find a better clothes back, period. Specifically for $120 and under. I can't write that in like a little descriptor in the thing, but point to this video, because it's a second channel video, and I'm rambling, and I have no script, and I may even recycle that wallpaper for a review, because it's a Megumin wallpaper. I can't waste a Megumin wallpaper. Although if I do this, blank wallpaper. The point of this is, there was a comment, because I checked about 3 hours after the video dropped live, with 50 upvotes, calling me a shill that's just pushing his agenda, and he's crying wolf, and blah, 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 blah. He's just trying to suck everyone in. And I replied to every comment in that video just now for like an hour on my phone. And I know the problem. And here's the solution to the problem of people who are like, oh, Zeos is a shill. He keeps saying the best things over and over and over. You need to stop following me or stop buying headphones when I tell you to and just be happy. That's the crux. I don't know how I'm titling this video, but the crux of the problem is people watch my channel and they're like, I need a headphone. And I tell you this one, and then I do 2 weeks later, I do this one. And you pick one of those, you buy it. If you get it and you're happy, stop buying headphones. Stop buying amps. Stop buying speakers. It's my sage advice to you. I have to do this. This is my job. I have to have a new headphone. I can't have things. If I have things, usually they're things that I really love and I don't even show them on camera anymore. There's like the peacocks. I love those peacocks. I love them. I have 2 pairs. I just brought one back up to the office. I very rarely bring them down to test them with equipment because it's like, well, no one's going to buy these. They crack. And that's the headphone. If I wasn't doing reviews, I just would use my peacocks all the fucking time. You need to watch my channel, any of these channels. This channel is the second channel, so you watch this for everything. But if you buy something, and then you buy something else, and you combine those two, and you're happy, stop thinking about buying things for at least a year. Let time go by. You could still watch my videos. You could still enjoy them for the comedic aspects, or the fucking wallpapers, or when I talk about frogs farting, which I did in that video. But I think people have been watching me for so long that they're getting bitter. Bitter for multiple reasons. Bitter because, oh, Zeos, you just like everything. I hear that all the time. And while I try to keep a positive outlook on all things that come across this desk, like, you have to fucking upset me. You're handing me something, and I have no ill will towards it, and then it has to fuck me over to make me mad at it, which has only been a handful of products recently. But I'm always like positive. I mean, it's just music. We're just trying to enjoy music. And yeah, I know your pocketbooks are involved, so I have to sort of be as honest as I can about the way it's built or sounds to me. Like, it can only be honest to me. I can't hand it to 27 people, then have them fill out forms, and then submit the forms, and I tally up the totals and do the mean average of what they thought of it, and then I can just read you that. No, this is about me. It's my channel. It's my opinion on a thing. If I fucking love a thing, I'm going to tell you I love the thing, and then I'm going to get excited about it. And then if you have been watching me long enough and purchased something previously and understand that our tastes are similar, it's going to work out great. It should work out great. Should, doesn't always, but should. Like, I like onions on my hot dogs, but not raw onions. I got a hot dog today with raw onions, and I'm like, you know what? I like onions on my hot dogs, but not raw onions. So maybe I recommend, the Earman stack here. This fucker's $1,500 for just these two. That's an investment, but I can tell you straight off the bat, you plug your headphone into it, it's going to sound better than most things. Like, I could individually compare them, but once you've purchased this, stop looking at amplifiers. Stop. Just stop. Just retire for 2 years. If everyone that has bought stuff and is happy on my channel wants to stay happy, they need to stop knowing any of this new shit came out. And in 48 months, come back to my channel and be like, what's new? Because there will be new stuff. The reason that I like things that are similar, like the Rhodes, I just did the Rhodes, and then I did the Blonde B50s. Less than 6 months apart, I think, the Rhodes. And I still love the Rhodes. They're right there. My set hasn't broken yet. Apparently the tie-down thing cracks them. So it's like, well, now that's a recommendation that I have to put on the lower shelf. So I need to replace the recommendation. So I had done that whole shootout with the Oriolas and the Blonde B60s versus the SEO21s. That's the first time I've done that in a long time, where I've actually taken 3 headphones that I truly, well, 2 that I loved, and then this new one, the Orioli. And then I literally shot them out and went, you know what? Fuck these 2. I won't recommend them. Just get this B60. And then the B50 comes out, and it's like, well, shit. And then I had the Rhodes down there because it's like, so yeah, it's replaced it as my recommendation. My brain can only hold so much data. Like, I don't know how it does. It's fucking wild, the amount of model numbers. I can name every model number here, and there are MSRP of everything. I'm pretty sure there's a disease named after that. But I can only, when you ask me, hey, Zeos, I have this much money and I need a headphone that is this. If it's a closeback and it's under $150 or under $200, I can only hold maybe 2 products in my brain. So when I replace 1 or 2, that new one is important. That's the one I have to remember forever until it's replaced. So you're dealing with a human here. I'm not a fucking robot. I'm not Hi-Fi Guy and what Hi-Fi Guy should be. Even though that, I would have to go in there and be like, well, I don't really recommend the SVO21s anymore, so let's just tick that off the box, remove that. It's still a viable headphone. People still love their SVO21s. But it's like, now that it's not in my head, it's a 2 things. There's only maybe 15 products I still adamantly recommend. The Kali monitors, boot carts if you got the money, like Vanitus. Where are the Vanitus? Are we recommending Vanitus still? Because then we got like iLouds that sort of compete with the Vanitus, but they're not really a speaker. So all that has to compete in my brain for those top slots, and they change constantly. Something new comes in, and it's like, oh, just wiped this out of existence. Boom. So I like everything a lot of the time because I'm constantly just updating what I'm going to recommend. And the problem is that people who have been watching my channel for years, presumably some of you, it feels like I'm being repetitive. I'm not. I'm refreshing constantly, refreshing the page, hit refresh, F5, F5, F5. I do a new headphone, F5. Did this replace anything, or did I forget about it even existing? I've done a couple headphones recently that, like, I think it was 3 months ago. I don't remember what they were. Like, yeah, I did that headphone. Did I like it? I don't know. Oh, it didn't really replace anything in my brain. So it just moves over. Like Harmonic Dyne Zeus will always be the Harmonic Dyne Zeus. $350, open back, fun. You know what that sits next to? The $350 Sundara. Those are the only 2 headphones at $350. That's all I care about. That and that. Then you want to get into like a closed back, and I'll talk about argons. That's always going to be a thing. But now we got closed back for more expensive. Then we got the Neumanns, but they're not really comfortable. So can I recommend an uncomfortable headphone that's kind of linear? Like, point is, I make every video like it's your first time here. That's another thing. I try not to make videos like I'm talking to my audience that has always been here and they know my quirks. I'm introducing you to Z Reviews every time I put the camera on. Because this is someone's first video. Hello, if it's your first time, who the fuck is this asshole? How did I end up on this Zeos second channel thing? Please leave a comment. And then say hello. I don't know. Waifus. Links to the waifus of the thing. But I have to assume that if I was just talking to the same group of assholes, which that's my audience members are now. We are now officially assholes. It's kind of like we were going to be the elite, but I think assholes is great because it go like a gathering, like, how many assholes we got? And they could all scream, "Rah!" If I was talking to the same people 100,000 times, I couldn't get excited. I couldn't tell the same jokes. I have to assume everyone watching is new. If you're not new and you've been there before, you have to be in on that knowledge that Zeos isn't making the video for the repeat viewer. I'll mention things that I've done in the past because I want that new person to go find the old videos to understand who I am. So I know they're out there, but I have to. The only way that I can be excited about a product is if I think I'm the first person they're going to see talking about it. All right, excitement in the audio game is actually pretty fucking high, but it gets monotonous when everything is a $6,000 thing and then a $1,500 stack. Although at least this isn't like kind of nice. I kind of like this. Like I abandoned the racks. Like I built these racks so I could have both racks on. I could plug in it, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna plug with the shit that's on the table because it feels better. So I don't know. The point of this video was stop buying audio equipment once you're happy. That's it. That's the line. You're happy? Did you buy a thing and you're happy? Then stop. Don't unsubscribe because I do need those numbers to stay like relatively high, and they're slow as fuck growing. But like just stop. And I know there's people who have gambling addiction problems, and I think a lot of that passes on to just like reviews and people. Like, could you imagine watching every video that I make where I attempt to sell the product to I try to direct my words to make the exact right person who needs this in their life purchase it. Because if this is your perfect thing, I got to tell you in a way that you understand, and then you buy it. Now imagine if you're just a sponge, and everything I say about everything, you're like, I have to buy that, I have to buy that, I have to buy that. You don't need to buy any of this shit. Once you're happy, stop. If you have a gambling addiction, aka a Zeos addiction, and you just keep buying things even though you're happy, you're gonna be bitter as fuck. It's just what it's gonna be. It's just what it's gonna come down to. And yeah, I can get it if it gets repetitive. I'm always happy. I'm happy. I get to listen to music and tell you if I like music coming out of different speakers and headphones and amplifiers and shit. How can I not be happy and excited? And when I'm upset, you fucking know I'm upset. Because you're taking away my happiness. Ha. Penis. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop this video because before I start waxing even further lyrical, harder lyrical, I think that's in the wallpaper horde, but it'll be in another actual full review on the main channel. And if you're here from the main channel because I posted this video, I'm sorry that it's all rambling. All my videos are rambling. There is no script. All I have is like a single thought to say, I'm gonna talk about this and I like it. It's an emotional thing. Does it resonate with me emotionally? Am I happy to be listening to music on it? That's what I have to turn into words for 15 minutes. Not the specs, not the fucking breakdown of how the design uses more MIPS than any other thing that's ever used MIP. I don't care. It's music. Music come out of the box, into another box, into a thing on my head. Does it make happy go? And then try to define that happy. Try to describe it. Like describing food. It's very difficult. And I don't even know how I do it, if I do it. But I apparently do it. And I've been doing it, and I'm going to keep on doing it. But anyway, yeah, link to this beautiful mouse pad. I'm not condoning smoking. or wearing band-aids with cute little ears on your nose, but you know, you can do what you feel like. And thank you for stopping by the second channel. Feel free to hang out. I'm going to put more weird shit like this in the second channel. I might do an anime review. I might just restart this. Just open up my folder and just do a fucking anime review. Maybe I'll do that right now. Hold on.